Welcome to Oregon Connections. In this video we will cover how to create and edit requests. When you log into Oregon Connections you will see this as your home screen. To create a request we are going to create new request. Here we are going to create an in-person request through Oregon Connections. The first thing you need to do is select what type of request you would like to submit. An in-school volunteer, would you like somebody to come into your classroom? Out-of-school volunteer or mentor, so like an after-school class, field trips, job shadowing, internships, STEM camps or workshops, or something else. We are going to go for an in-school volunteer and continue to the next step. The next step is where you're going to input basic information about the activity that you are wanting. You will notice that these boxes are going to autofill. I'm going to paste these in to speed things up. If you need to slow down, pause and begin when you are ready. When you are inputting information into these boxes, they are all autofill. So you can start typing in your grade level or subject and the options should pop up automatically. Once you have everything in about your description, move on to key questions. The key questions are what you will want the professional to talk about in their visit. Expected outcomes are what you will want your students to come away with at the end of this visit. Number of volunteers required. I only need one person, so I'm going to put 1. If you require more than one person, go ahead and put in the appropriate number. Now it's very important as you are filling in the description and the key questions and the expected outcomes to put in a lot of detail. You don't need to fill up these boxes, but at least put enough so the system can match you with an appropriate professional, or somebody reading this request will know exactly what you are wanting and how they may be able to assist you. So make sure that you're putting some good information about what you need. The next step, we're going to go ahead and save and proceed. This is where we're going to put in our preference of what type of professional that we want to come into the classroom. Again, these boxes are autofill with industry preferences and skills, so as I type in, things will come in. Make sure that you put multiple industry preferences and skill preferences in order to get the most matches once you input your request. You do not have to input the industry or company preferences in this section. It just helps to narrow down who you may need for your visit. Let's go ahead and save and proceed. The next section is where you can attach documents to your request. If you have specific lesson plans or anything else that you need a volunteer to see, you can upload them in this section for them. I do not have any documents, so I will hit save and proceed. The next section is where you're going to input some dates that may work for your visit. These are not set in stone, so just put in a few options that may work for your visit. Once you have a professional matched with you, you can talk more specific dates that will work for both of you. The start date is the soonest date that you would want a volunteer to come into your classroom. The end date is the last day that you would want somebody in your classroom. And the deadline date is the last day that will publish this to prospects, which means if you don't have somebody filled by this date, then you don't want the system to find you a match anymore. Once you have all the dates put into the system, there's an extra box for additional notes if there's any additional information that you want the professional to know before accepting this request. Submit and request. It says that our session has been requested, so now it is into the system. We can see all the information that we put in about our request. Now underneath your information you will see recommended matches. These are the people who have been matched based on the skills that they put into the system, as well as the skills and industry preferences that you put into the system. Let's look at Randy McDonald's profile. He does not have a biography added, but he has a lot of skills and specialties listed in his profile, like teaching, research, biochemistry, molecular biology, science, life sciences. So he has skills that would work for my lesson. So I could send him a message asking him to be a part of my lesson, or I could even come back to this main screen and I could hit assign, and that would send him a message saying that he has been requested for a session and he can accept or deny that match. Back in my dashboard, I will look at my in-person sessions, and it shows up that I have one session request. Now if I want to edit this or view what is happening, I click on that option. My in-person sessions come up right here, Coldwater Ecosystems. This is where I can edit my requests, I can look at the details, or I can delete this request. So that's the basics about how to create a request in Oregon Connections. I hope this answers all of your questions and you are able to create a session on your own. Thank you for using Oregon Connections. For links to more tools and resources, check the descriptions below. Thank you for watching.